Hi, this is Michael from Lyric Hi-Fi. Following on from a video we did earlier, and following on from, you might have just watched one of the Riga kites, you can tell it's the same day, same shirt. And we're following up because we did one on the KC62 Kef subwoofer. I went on at length about how this could go deeper than anything else, but I didn't actually have one to show you. So here it is, it's arrived. They're available in black or in white, and they are quite amazing because they've got bass unit here, hugely powerful 1000-watt amplifier, and also the surround of this is quite unique because it's got a really long throw. So though it's small diameter, it can move lots of air. So the question is, will this be as good as a full-size subwoofer? And having had a chance to play about with it, obviously we've got subwoofers that are far more expensive, even the next Kef up, which is a couple of grand, and will move more air. This will go as deep, but it won't go as deep at that volume. So if you're having this in a home cinema in a big room, I might recommend a bigger subwoofer for you. But for most domestic situations, playing directly off your 5.1, 7.1, your 0.1 output, it'll work really well. But there's another part to this that, if you remember, we wanted to talk about, which was, can you make a subwoofer any good for stereo? Because with stereo, people say, oh, well, you put the sub to a very low frequency and you can't hear where it comes from. Well, I'm sorry, but I can virtually always hear where it comes from. And a lot of the time, if the amplifier you're using is a different dynamic, a different rise time than the amplifier that's in this, then it sounds kind of out of kilter and just sort of out of time. So do you actually want to have this in stereo? So having had a chance to play about with it, if you're using it with the Kef LS50 wireless, same type of amplifier, same manufacturer, works really well. No problem at all, wholeheartedly recommend it. If you're using it with Kef LS50s, well, they're a speaker that's meant to match. You would think that would work, and in fact it does. I've used that with things like a Lin Magic, Lin Select. I've used it with the Name Unities, a one-box solution, and it's a fantastic solution. Because we're using the Rigas, I thought I would just have a wee play about with this and see what happens. And really happy with it. It works very well. I can't really play you most of the music we normally play because a little thing called copyright has popped up on a couple of our YouTube videos where we've had a little bit of a warning about some of the stuff we're playing. So I think we've got to be a bit careful about that. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to hit the button and play you a bit of music with some bass in it, and then stop it and play the same thing with this switched off. So. So that was with the subwoofer playing. I've now switched the subwoofer off and we'll play the same thing. So what do we do there? The second time, I hope that you heard there was far less bass. Now, there are all these settings along here. Some of these are for the placement of the subwoofer, whether it's going to go into a corner, whether there's going to be more than one subwoofer, how it's set up. The other settings are for inputs from a low level from a surround sound system, inputs from a high level, the way we were running it off a stereo system to have a high level input. And then the other adjustments that you see all the time are how much volume there is to match the speakers and the frequency that you work down from. And so we had that with small speakers like this running from about 50, 60 hertz down, so just the lowest, deepest bass. But on a track like that with a deep bass guitar, to me it's quite obvious the difference. Maybe on your phone speaker, there won't be a big difference. If you're playing it through a hi-fi system, then I think you will hear a very big difference. Now, the fact that it works and makes more bass should not be a surprise to any of us. It's a subwoofer. Smart engineers at Kef have designed it to do low frequencies. The question is this: when you add it to your music system, will it make it better? Not just more bass, but will make it better. And that's coming back to, I think in a specialist hi-fi shop, we have to set this up and let you hear it. We have to advise you, what amplifier is it you're using? What speakers is it you're using? Is it actually going to make a difference that's worthwhile? This is £1,399. Can I just say, if it's the right thing for you, it is a fantastic product. Absolutely nothing like it. Not only because it's tiny, but because of the performance. It's a lot of money for a subwoofer, but it's a great subwoofer. Okay, so if you're anywhere in Ireland or maybe even in the UK, you can fire me an email, you can ask me questions, you can even pick up the phone. Further around the world, talk to your Kef retailer, get some good advice. It's a great product. Hope you enjoy it. Now, if you want to see more of these videos, subscribing is free. Hit a subscribe button, and the next time Brenton and Jamie and myself get together to have a wee bit of a rant about things, you'll get advance notice. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you soon. Bye bye. Keep safe.